Hello everyone, welcome to solve this math Olympiad algebraic challenge, and here we have m square minus n equals to 73 and n square minus m equals to 73. So here we find the value of m minus n when our m is not equals to n. So here first we call this as equation number 1 and we call this as equation number 2. And now the very first step we are going to do is here first we subtract equation number 1 and equation number 2 in this form. So here when we subtract these two values, it means that we have m square minus n subtract of n square minus m equals to 73 minus 73. So here we simplify this term and we get here m squared minus n, and we multiply this minus sign on both of these terms and we get minus n squared plus m equals to 0, because this is negative and positive are gone and we get 0. And here in the next step we rearrange the terms, and here we make the pair of m square with the n square, and it will be written as m square minus n square, and we write this the other terms as m minus n equals to 0. So here in the first factor we use here the nice algebraic identity, and we know that m square minus n square equals to m minus n times of m plus n, and plus here we have m minus n equals to 0. So now we focus on both of these terms, and we see that here we have m minus n be the common factor, so that we will take common m minus n, and we get here m plus n, and plus when we take common m minus n here, then we get 1, and this whole equation equals to 0. So here we have two cases. So our first case is we take m minus n equals to 0, and the second case is we take m plus n plus 1 equals to 0. So in the first case we get m equals to n, but in the start of the problem we have some restriction, is that our m is not equals to n, so it is not possible we take m equals to n, so we rejected this case and we have just proceed this case only. And in this case we move this plus 1 to the right hand side, and we get the value of m plus n equals to minus 1, and we call this as equation number 3. So here we focus on this equation number 3, and now we just take the square on this equation. But now first you see here we first subtract equation number 1 and 2, and now we add equation number 1 and equation number 2. So now we add these two equations, so these are 1 and 2 equation, and when we add these two equations it will be written as m squared minus n plus n squared minus m equals to 73 plus 73. So here we again rearrange the terms, and now we combine m square with n square, and it will be written as m square plus n square, and we take common minus from these two terms, and we get m plus n equals to 73 plus 73 equals to 146. So here we use equation number 3. So in equation number 3 we have the value of m plus n equals to minus 1, and we substitute this value here and we will get m squared minus n squared minus times of minus 1 equals to 146. So this implies that we have m squared plus n squared plus 1 equals to 146. So you see here this minus times of minus becomes plus 1. And now in the next step we move this plus 1 to the right hand side, and we get m squared plus n squared equals to 146 minus 1. So you easily get the value of m squared plus n squared equals to 145. So we call this as equation number 4. because here you have the value of m square plus n square. And now we focus on equation number 3, so that here we copy down the equation number 3. So our equation number 3 is m plus n equals to minus 1. And now we take the square of on this equation on both of the sides, and we get m plus n whole square equals to minus 1 whole square. And now in the left hand side we use the nice square identity, and we know that the square of m plus 1 whole equals to m square plus n square plus 2 times of mn equals to minus 1 square is become plus 1. And here we know that the value of m square plus n square is 145, so we use equation number 4 here. So from equation number 4, we have m square plus n square equals to 145 plus 2 times of mn equals to 1. And now we move this 145 to the right hand side, and we get 2 times of mn equals to 1 minus 145. So that here we get 2 times of mn equals to minus 144. So we call this as equation number 5. And now because our target is to find the value of m minus n, so now we move towards our main target. So our target is to find the value of m minus n, so that now we take the square on m minus 1, and we know that the square of m minus 1 equals to m squared plus n squared minus 2 times of m times of n. And now from equation number 4, you see here we have the value of m square plus n square is 145, and from equation number 5 we have the value of 2 times of mn is minus 144. So we use these two values here, and we get m square plus n square equals to 145 minus 2mn equals to minus 144. So that we get minus times of minus becomes plus 1, and we have my 145 plus 144, and we know that it is equals to 289. So here we get the square of m minus n equals to 289, because here we need the value of m minus n, so that we take the square root on both of the sides, and we get m minus n equals to plus minus 17, because the square root of 289 equals to 17. And this is the our final answer of this question. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.